I'm Lynn Ahrens, and I am the book writer and lyricist for Once on This Island.
And I'm Stephen Flaherty, and I'm the composer for Once on This Island.
Here's how Once on This Island was born. I tend to browse in bookstores a lot, and I particularly love browsing in places where there are used books, things that nobody else sees much value in, and just sort of little esoteric places to go and read. And I found a book on a used bookshelf. It was $1. I remember that. It's the second book that I found for $1 that became a show. And I brought it home. I read it in about an hour, and it so touched my heart and moved me and excited me that I got in a cab and I went over to Stephen's apartment and I knocked on the door and said, "Here's our next musical." And it did become our next musical. It is a beautiful Caribbean folk tale, almost a fairy tale. It's set on a mythical island somewhere in the Caribbean, and it involves the gods of this particular island, the god of earth, of water, of love, and of death. These are the powerful forces that influence the people who live on the island. And on the island, there are the very wealthy beaux hommes, as they're called. They're elegant and they're wealthy, and they live on one side of the island in walled-in compounds and fancy hotels. And on the other side of the island are the peasants, who labor at the ocean and pull in their fishing nets and live in very humble homes. And there's a young peasant girl named Timoon who falls madly in love with a grand beaux homme who she sees passing by in a car.
A stranger in white in a car going somewhere, going far. How it must feel to go racing wherever you please, flying as free as a bird with his tail in the breeze. Even the fish in the sea must be longing to fly, catching a glimpse of a stranger in white racing by.
And he has a car accident, and she realizes that the gods of the island have fated her to take care of him and to save his life, and ultimately, she thinks, to marry him. And so she follows him across the island, leaving behind everything she knows, and goes to his side of the island, and through sheer perseverance and love, she heals him. She does care for him, she does save his life, but in the end, the gods have other plans for her.
Oh gods, are you there? What must I do to get you to look down and give in? Oh gods, hear my prayer. I'm here in the field with my feet on the ground and my face in the air, waiting for life to begin.
And it is a very, very sad and also joyous ending, because she ends up transforming the whole island in a certain way.
I was going to say, don't give away the plot point.
I'm not giving away anything.
Spoilers.
No,
Okay.
no.
Right.
No.
Okay.
She transforms the island, and she brings both sides of this island together under the watchful eye of the gods. So it's a fairy tale, it's a fantasy, it's a joyous Caribbean score, and it is a very, very emotional and uplifting show. And I will say that everybody who does Once on This Island, we get more letters on this show than almost any other show of ours. People say it brings out something in their community, and that every kid who does this show has the most amazing experience. We love getting those letters and those emails, because it has this transformative effect on the schools that do it. It's really extraordinary.
You spared my life, show me why. You get me to rise like a fish to the bed.